Yahoo! Lynx here! Why did I say start with Yahoo? What the hell? Anyway, Lynx here, welcome to Katawa Shoujo. It's the next day. Let's see where we are going with that story. Exactly how it will look like and so on. And that's been a busy day. Anyway, the next day, I wake up feeling a little lightheaded. It's almost noon already. I'm lightheaded myself right now. Sleeping late is fine, since it's Sunday and there are no classes. Not just a Sunday fall, but the festival as well. From my window I can already see some people at the soba booth slinging noodles onto plates for people with craving for low quality food. I throw back a handful of my morning meds and ponder how to spend the day. There will be a few exams in the coming week, but I don't consider those as ominous as others, so I'm not as worried about them as I probably should be. With no urgent obligations regarding education, I should be free to spend the day at the festival as I like. Finishing my morning routine, I exit in the hallway, intending to go out and find something to eat. Passing by his door, I decide to see what Kenji is up to today out of impulse. I'm curious if he has any plans since, well, everyone is doing something. Then again, I can picture him having built a soundproof shelter in his room. Or possibly something like a fort complete with "No girls allowed" sign. And with the girls crossed out and body crudely scrolled underneath it. Knocking on his door, which is luckily devoid of any kind of sign, I hear again the unsettling clicking of at least 10 locks being pulled back. The door opens up a crack. Who is it? You're supposed to ask that before you open the door, by the way. Oh, it's you! Damn, it's early! It's not really that early. What is it, man? Nothing. Was just gonna ask what you gonna do today. Half the school is out there already. Huh? Out where? Why? What? What? Is today special? Why are they there? Who are? I can hear them. It's loud. Don't tell me. Has the invasion begun? He suddenly looks more alarmed. What day is it, man? Yeah, I guess you can see the big wooden booths outside and people selling stuff. What the hell are you talking about? I have my curtains closed at all the times to thwart the snipers. It's the festival. You know that, right? Oh, shite! That's today? Oh, damn! Oh, damn it! I can't believe I forgot! I don't have my fort finished yet. This is bad. This is going to be a very bad day. It's good you told me this, man. This is going to be a bad day. Why? Oh, man! They're going to be everywhere. The people outside my window socializing. Kenji rubs his temples nervously, suddenly looking very ill. It's going to be loud as hell. Damn! And I was going to go out today, but now it's ruined. Everything is ruined. This is awful. This sucks. This sucks! What the hell? This really sucks. I can't go anywhere now. There is nowhere to run. Kenji seems nervous. You could even say he's majorly freaking out. I can't believe this. So that's what today was. Damn! And I couldn't even prepare for it. Also, yes, I know that voice is different than last time. I couldn't even brace myself and now it's here and I can't do anything. You should have told me this earlier, dude. I mean, at least I know, but I could have known earlier. Imagine what I could have accomplished. Sorry, I thought you knew. So I guess you're not going to do anything today. The weather is even good. Yesterday was really windy, so I thought today would be cold. It's not fall, so there is no reason to just stay inside. Yeah, you could check the festival out. Kenji groans and covers his face with his hands. Oh, no, I can't do it. They will eat me alive out there, I know it. That has to be a joke, but he said with such a straight face, relatively straight. What are you going to do? We should hang out in here. You can help me build my fort. We might still make it if we rock together. Well, I joined the art club, so I guess I'll go with them. You did what? I joined the art club. Man, that was a bad move, really bad. You don't know what kind of girls there are in the art club. Troubled, angsty cuties who tear your heart out and eat it raw. Well, I know one art club member, and I don't really see Rin suddenly becoming a psychotic murderer. That seems unlikely. Don't say that. Don't fool yourself. You have no idea what you're dealing with here, man. They are the worst kind. They drag you in with all this fancy shite, and when you least expect it, BAM! Bam what? Kenji seems slightly phased at my skepticism, but not any less loony. It doesn't matter. Tread carefully, man. Tread carefully. He fingers his scarf nervously faster and faster, like he's trying to start a fire, and then slowly begins to calm down once the panic attack finishes rushing its curse. I'm going to have to find some place to hide in a safe haven, and then knock the lights out for myself so that I don't have to experience this horrible day. I have the perfect thing for that. I must prepare now. Don't go to the festival. Okay. Later, dude. The door slowly closes with a low creak, and I don't know how to feel about what Kenji just said. Well, I think, like, you know, let's go to the festival. Sorry, Kenji, to disappoint you. But we have absolutely... Actually, we have a choice, but we also don't have a choice. The happy hubbub of the crowd greets me as I push myself through the main door and step outside. The school grounds were transformed into festival grounds over yesterday and this morning. Colorful stands line at the main walkways from the main entrance to the school building. Some people are still carrying stuff to and fro, but behind most counters are relaxed students who look like they are good to go. Most of the other students have been up early to finish the preparations. A feeling of guilt passes through me, but it soon goes away. Do you see that too? Like, at the bottom here, like, kinda... What are those called? Oh, okay, it must be the wall that Reino was painting. Okay, that must be, right? Behind the crowd. Because I noticed like yellow and red for a second. Okay, I'm just a lowly transfer student after all. Some visitors are already strolling around the grounds. Okay, I really need to sit properly with my back on the chair like I do. Actually, I've been doing this for the past 3 videos because I didn't record with webcam. I feel like with webcam I have to go, you know. But no, let's let it loose. Anyway, there are some young families with the perturbed parents trying to keep up with the over-enthusiastic offsprings of theirs. A few students of our own accompanied by their parents. And a lot of old and young people who are here for no reason, I can imagine. Imagine. The carillon bursts into life and the principal's squeaky voice announces the opening of the festival over the PA system. Everyone applauds politely, if a bit unenthusiastically. A school festival. We didn't really have festivals at my old high school. That's Poland for you, basically. It feels kind of old-fashioned, especially considering the school I came from, but it's still somewhat exciting. I mean, I did want to, you know, go to some festivals. Anime festivals. Supposedly anime. I honestly don't know if they are that anime-ish as you can expect from abroad, but I wanted to. But no, it's not possible. Anyway, a day off feels sweet after the first week of hard work, despite me lying on the hospital bed for 4 months prior to this. 4 months in the bed is rough. I wouldn't be able. Maybe, I mean, I would have to if I had to, right? But yeah, I mean, when I was in the hospital, I was there for a week. And I basically only was in the bed when I had to go to sleep. Yeah. Or... yeah, no, it was only when going to sleep early. Crazy. Other than that, I was wandering around. Even though I was supposed to not do this the day after, you know, getting appendix cut out. Technically on the same day. I was like, fuck it, I'm not in the bed, I'm getting up. No. I'm getting up, I don't care. Anyway, I recall even wishing that I could go to math lessons during my stint at the hospital. I didn't go that far when I was in the hospital. I can't remember the program for the festival, even though Muto went through it during class just the other day. I step off the dorm steps, intending to take a tour around the grounds to see all the stuff the others have set up, but I only make it down to the bottom of the stairs. She's there. A few people are studying Green's mural on the wall, while the artist herself is lounging on the sidelines, leaning against the wall and looking extremely bored and mildly under the weather. Good morning.
Hello?
How's it going?
Nowhere. I'm stuck.
What do you mean stuck?
I mean, I can't walk stuck. I think my legs are out of order because of yesterday.
Does it hurt?
It's hard to say. Maybe.
The strain of working on the mural was greater than she let me know. I thought it was just a bit of tired muscles or something. I mean, to ask something further, but Rins quickly moves on to another topic.
Teacher's friends came by. When they headed into town for lunch and asked me to go. It was a good thing my legs hurt so much.
But you're stuck sitting there? That's not good.
I'll just wait and I can walk again. It should be there sooner or later if you think about it for a while. Teacher was happy that I finished the mural.
Should be.
But I wonder if it's finished after all.
Oh?
I thought yesterday that I had done everything, but now I'm not sure anymore. I should paint more details, maybe, probably. It's very hard to decide.
Finished or not, the mural looks great in broad daylight. Various human body parts repeated over and over in a widely mutating, mostly disfigured variety are the main element. They are roughly looking, as if thoughtlessly placed and rudimentarily painted, but a great deal of thought and care has gone to each and every one of them. Does this one have a frog growing out of his head?
It's a goldfish.
What's that?
It's nothing.
Anyway, the wall is so wide I have to turn my neck from side to side to see the entire painting. It's hard to consider it as a single piece. The elements don't seem to fit together, but I guess they do create some kind of a whole. Abstract as this, I have no idea what's supposed to be portraying, but it looks nice, that's enough for me. I settle myself next to Rain, leaning against the wall like she does. The happy noises of the festival are becoming louder as more and more folks enter the grounds. The dorms are far from the main attractions in the main building, and the stands aren't the courtyard, so most visitors have not found their way here yet. A somewhat bored expression settles on Rin's face, making her look detached from everything that's going around her. She's being awfully quiet. I wonder if she's in pain. So, what did the art people say about your mural? My question wakes Rin from her daydreaming. She lazily turns her face towards me.
I'm not sure. I think they liked it. Maybe they did.
What about you? Are you happy with it? Cause I kind of participated. It'd be terrible if you weren't happy. Rin tilts her head, biting her lower lip.
I think it came out decently. It's not bad, but it's not good either. It just is. I guess I'm alright at being empty-minded.
Can I ask something else? What does the painting really portray? I thought about it yesterday when you said that it doesn't portray anything. But that's a logical fallacy, ain't it? You can make something out of nothing, not even art. Rin frowns and turns her head back towards the clouds.
I don't know. I'm not really good at explaining things. It's just a mural. There is nothing special to it. I said it already.
You know what? Now that I think about it, I give him Rin such a slow pace of talking, at least I try. And then I remember... Lynx, remember when... Actually, I do remember. Lynx, you do remember how in one of the games there was a girl that was talking super slowly? It was annoying, wasn't it? Yeah. So sorry if that annoys you. She sounds annoyed at my inquiries.
I know what I'd paint, so I decided to paint just a mural. It's a mural that portrays a mural. No, wait. I just thought up a better way to say it. It portrays itself. So, its muralness is at the maximum, at least as far as I can do. So if you think it has some meaning, I think the same as this one has.
That makes no sense. Meaning I feel the corners of my mouth turning upwards in a smile, just a tiny bit bothered. Whoa, okay. So we get the entire thing, nice. I mean, I wouldn't want that on any of my properties, to be honest, but hey, it's nice. I have never understood art in the deepest meaning of the word. I get the basics, how art's supposed to be only a means for exchanging ideas and thoughts. However, I never learned how I should interpret a piece of art, to somehow divine what the artist intends to say through it. I know it's not any special skill, but somehow my brain never can connect art with anything else that I want. That's what I see. All I see is a mural. I can admire the technical skill, after all, even I know the difference between bad art and mediocre art and crappy art, and so on, mediocre art and good art, yeah. But that's as far as I can go, so don't ask me about meanings, Rin. Her reply sure made me reluctant to ask her about it any further either. So, what are you doing when you get on your feet?
Nothing.
Nah, but there's a festival. Don't you want to go have some fun?
I'm fine like this.
You don't like socializing much, do you? I think I'm arguing more for her than for myself at this point. It's not that I'm particularly thrilled about the festival either. Just a bit curious to see what it's like, and that's about it. Her answer is unsurprising.
No, I don't.
I guess me neither in the end.
You should go if you want to.
I know, but I can keep you company. I'm not used to all of this just yet, so it's okay to take it easy. I can leave if you want me to be alone.
I like it if you are here.
We circle around each other with words, but eventually end up somewhere. Her saying that makes me feel oddly happy, so I stay. Her presence is something I like too. The odd warm aura of serenity that she seems to emanate makes it comfortable to be silent. I really like that. We watch people walk by. The two of us silent, everyone else chattering happily among themselves. Students are leading their families to the dorms to show their rooms. They pass us and the mural maybe glanced at it once or twice. I paid less attention to them and more to my companion, trying to figure my way past her cryptic, unreadable wall of a face. Rin's eyes flicker restlessly from one person to another as they walk by. Is she waiting for people to stop at the mural? Maybe secretly hoping someone would comment on it? I don't think anyone would assume she was the artist. We're just sitting here like a pair of hobos, after all. Oh my god. And she doesn't even have hands. I wonder if it's even in Rin's style to fish for compliments. She seems so aloof. More people walk by, some of them pointing their fingers at the mural, exchanging words they can't make out. Someone drops a snow cone on his shoe. Too bad for him! Everyone seems to like it. I suggested tentatively, throwing it up in the stale summer air separating us. Rain does us well right away, but by now I am mostly used to her occasional slowness when she must talk. It's like she takes great care picking her words, which is really unbelievable. I'm not going to open the door. I know it's nothing for me, okay? Definitely, just, you know, usual flyers. I have a recording right now on. I can't move, okay? There are 9 more apartments here. Someone will definitely open. Anyway, where did I finish? It's like she takes great care at picking her words, which is really unbelievable when you consider the jumble that comes out of her mouth.
I wanted to make it so that you can just look at it without thinking. Then I realized that it doesn't make any sense. So making something like a mix of this and that. From far away, it looks like someone vomited a hair of butterflies on the wall. Which is... oh, which is exactly what that obnoxious president person didn't want. Is that word that?
What president? What word?
That. What is the word for more than one butterfly?
Butterflies?
No, like a herd. Or a school or a heap.
I don't know, a flock maybe? I don't know. Can it be a flock? I think flock would be for birds. Anyway.
Maybe like... people like... butterfly vomit.
Ray looks at the mural, looking surprisingly unhappy.
The middle could be better. Usually I like in-betweens, but this was a pain in my butt. Not literally, of course, but again I did get that too. I guess it was literally after all.
Don't be so critical of yourself. She looks at me fondly, but shuts up. At about this point, I start thinking if I should really leave and do something more constructive with my Sunday. There's a pinnacle of social failure. A whole free day, a festival right outside my doorstep, and what do? Sit here with friend, 2 bystanders, with nothing to do except to think what a pity it is to be just a bystander. I mean, then you can go with her somewhere. Even realizing how pitiful it is, I don't do anything. I don't stand up and take off for a day of fun. Shuffle? What? Yo, that is, by the way, the first time, I believe, in Katawa Shoujo, that we get the information what's happening on the screen. Anyway. Fidget? What? Again shuffle? What? What's going on? Reed is shuffling about restlessly, constantly swinging one leg over the other knee and then back again. You clearly don't want to sit there. Let's go, Reed. She has a very irritated look on her face. Is something wrong?
Yes, no, yeah.
She suddenly hops up on her feet. It's surprising. I thought she was still rendered immobile, but apparently that's not the case.
I have to go find Amy or someone. I need some help with something.
Yeah, I have a feeling we can't help with that. It would be a bit too much. I can help you.
No, it's okay. One for us is to stay here in case something happens.
Don't be ridiculous. Nothing even remotely interesting has happened since I came here except that one guy who dropped a snow cone on his foot. Let me help you, since I'm bored. So what is it? Rain's lips flatten tightly against each other into an almost perfectly horizontal line. She closes her eyes and drops in a deep breath. When she opens her eyelids, the frighteningly stern look in her dark eyes takes me aback.
Hisao, you might not want to hear this, or maybe you do, I don't know, but it doesn't matter. And even if it did, you are not leaving me any choice.
I mean, my mouth did not drop far, but it dropped a little bit. Okay, I mean... That's not what I expected. I mean, I was close, but that's not what I expected.
I'm having my period and I need some help regarding that. However, I don't feel that our relationship is yet on the level where I could allow you to pull my underwear down the girl's toilet even if you offer to. That's why you should stay here while I go and look for Amy.
I mean, if I were told that there, I'd probably be like, yeah, stand for a few minutes. As blood rushes to my cheeks like the racing tide, my brains try to desperately search for the answer, but the only thing I can think of is how that was the most coherent thing I have heard coming out of Frinn's mouth during these 4 days I've known her. Yes. Not wanting to meet Rin's eyes, I turn my face aside and pretending I'm looking at someone's parents. From the corner of my eye, I see Rin turning on her heel and walking off without further ado. I feel like going to hide under some rock, you know. I wonder how long Rin will be gone, or if she will return at all. I mean, then again... you wouldn't expect that. I also at first thought, wait, maybe she actually wants to go check out the festival. But, you know, then, oh no, this must be something different. And there we go. She does return eventually, appearing seemingly out of nowhere and sitting back to where she was, next to my place.
I'm back.
She says it flatly, like my blunder never happened. I prefer to forget the whole matter as well, so I keep quiet. What's going on? Oh, it's okay. It's just shadow, alright. Time passes in a stencil. The sun gleams from high above the main building. It hits me directly in the eyes, but I just squint instead of moving. In a bit, it becomes painful to keep my eyes open just a little, and my temples start aching. My head hurts. Oh, I think this day gave me headache. Can you believe it?
Are you hungry?
How's that related to a headache?
It's not. I ask because I am.
Her oblivious seriousness melts my irritation with its ridiculousness, and I find the corner of my mouth turning slightly upwards again. You know what? So am I. I'll go get some food for us. What do you want? My treat.
Doesn't matter.
Returning with the food, I give one portion to Rin, taking the other for myself, and we dig in without a word. Rin looks upwards, fork hanging out to the corner of her mouth.
What are clouds? I always thought they were thoughts of the sky or something like that, because you can't touch them.
You thought like that when you were a kid?
No, last week. Maybe because sometimes my thoughts feel like clouds, fluffy and white and slow. Like the sky was in my mind, like my mind was the sky.
The sky of your mind.
Close your eyes and think of sky. You won't be able to think of anything else until you stop.
Yeah, because you dropped that into my mind right now. I tried. It works! Magic! Open my eyes. I see Rin studying me with her eyes. It feels uncomfortable because she doesn't say anything. I turn away. Clouds are water. Evaporated water. You know, they say that almost all of the water in the world will at some point of its existence be part of a cloud. Every drop of tears and blood and sweat that comes out of you, it would be... Okay, you probably know why... why I stopped for a second with the mention of blood. Anyway, it will be a cloud. All the water inside your body too. It goes up there come time after you die. It might take a while.
Your explanation is better than any of mine.
Because it's true.
That must be it.
You know what? You know what? Him getting into the artwork club might actually give some interesting results. I mean, he might have a different approach to all the people there. I mean, you know, Rin clearly has the artistic spirit, right? But he's into, like, science, right? Chemistry, physics, and so on. Given that he's in Muto class and we know previous roots. What if you connect that two? That might give some crazy good results. Anyway, I carry on eating the food before it gets cold. The wall offers a bit of blessed shade as the sun revolves around the dome of the sky. But the afternoon is already slowly making way for the evening, so our lunch becomes more of a dinner. Or whatever the word is for an irregular meal like this. Despite what we decide to call it, it certainly is the spot. I haven't eaten a bit since forever. My appetite filled, I let out a satisfied sigh. Rin hasn't eaten all of hers, but seems to be down her food as well. I lean back, taking the atmosphere. The crowd has thinned already, but the activities are still going. Everyone seems to be enjoying themselves. And why not? It's warm, kind of perfect summer day when it's hot, but not too hot for comfort. I actually don't know how it looks outside right now. It's probably not great. I mean, I'm afraid if I look now, I will still see snow. Which, by the way, melts almost immediately. Anyway. The sun will set soon. Time really has flown by, man. We've been sitting here for 6 hours.
Yes, we have. Do you want to do something else now?
Not really.
Me neither.
She adjusts her position and leans against the wall, and I follow her lead, relaxing my own body. For minutes on end, we sit there without saying a word. I'm trying to feel Rin's mood from her demeanor, the tension of her muscles, the tiny expressions fleeting on her face. It's no use. It's absolutely no use. She's unreadable as always. I think I clicked twice. Oh, I didn't. Okay. The crowd swells to and fro, people happily chattering with each other. Very few people pay real attention to the mural, and even less to us. I fiddle a few odd pebbles absent-mindedly. The act of doing something just for the sake of doing something. The pinnacle of idleness. Inch by inch, the sun creeps lower and lower towards the tree line, changing the color of the sky close to the horizon, from golden yellow to orange and red as the moment of sunset draws near. You know what? Is it me or we don't really get many CGs so far with Rin? I feel like my stomach is filled with lead after eating so heavily, but the brick wall feels surprisingly comfortable against my back. Yeah, I mean, ain't it true sometimes? I tried to fight against the drowsy feeling that is overwhelming me to no avail. I actually like doing that from time to time while I'm walking dog, you know. Just, you know, not really sit down or anything, but just lay back against like a low fence, you know. It's just like, I don't know. It's like middle of the back cave basically, and you know, just laid back like that a little bit. It's nice. Anyway, I wake up with a start. A low boom reverberates through the school grounds. After images of bright sparks flash through my vision like stars. Something rises toward the skies from the direction of the sports field. A tail of fire trails behind it until a burst of red and yellow flame lights the sky high, above the school with another loud boom. Fireworks. The sudden flash of light against the canvas of the night sky awakens me to realize that it's actually dark already. How long did I sleep? I feel groggy and can't feel my right arm. As I attempt to flex it, I realize why. Rin is leaning heavily against my shoulder, almost falling on my lap. She's fast asleep, not even fazed by the fireworks. Her mouth is slightly open and her eyes are peacefully closed, a sleeping, childlike face of the innocent. I shake Rin gently with her free arm, trying to wake her up, or failing that, move her so that my other arm is liberated from its pinch. Rin's face twitches and her eyelids shut tighter, as if to resist against waking up. She gradually opens her eyes but keeps them half closed, letting the light from the fireworks sneak just past her eyelashes, so that her green irises mirror the bright flashes of the explosions, then looks up at me and frowns.
Just a while longer, okay?
Rin's voice is rosy and slow, leaving her almost unintelligibly muttered words hanging lazy in the air. It seems she's not entirely aware of the situation. Rin's head drops back on my shoulder as she leans against me with all her weight. She snuggles against my side, trying to make herself comfortable but making me feel very uncomfortable at the same time, but I will do that. I become intensely, almost painfully aware of Rin's warm body and the deep, peaceful movement of her chest against my arm, her breathing slowly returning to the even rhythm. I can't help but admire her gift for sleeping, or the ease of mind of hers to someone she has known for less than a week as a pillow. Their rockets rise up to the sky one at a time, breaking into flowers of red, green, and gold, accompanied by the ohs and ahs of the audience. I try to push Rin's disorderly proximity out of my mind. For what can I do about it? I just hope her short while release. Dead. One by one, the glittery bearers are born and die in the blink of an eye, coloring the dark night sky into a constantly changing abstract painting. I listen to the low booms of the explosions and Rin's quiet breathing, trying to clear my own head of the post-awakening disorientation. Thankfully, just a while longer really proves to be just a while, as Rin stirs from her slumber and wakes up again before the fireworks are over.
I fell asleep.
She finally opens her eyes completely and blinks a few times. You fell asleep on top of me twice.
You didn't like it?
Well. Despite the inconclusive stammering, Rin sits upright, drawing herself away from me. Well, you are Hisao! Why? It's a lie. She weighs next to nothing, but I have to get the jump at her, even if it's under the belt. My mock protest fails to draw any reaction, as Rin's attention is drawn upwards to the flashes of the fireworks. She seems hypnotized by the colorful play of the explosions. A slight tingling sensation goes up and down my arm as blood starts to circulate again. It's unpleasant, but it helps me to get rid of this dizzy feeling. More and more rockets rise up to the sky, the bright colors of their explosions reflecting from the clouds. Also, now that I think about it, this was a chance for a great CG. Damn it! Both of us stare at the fireworks fixedly through the canopy of the trees, enthralled by the show. We would get a vastly better view of the sky if we moved even a couple of yards, but neither of us bothers to even suggest it.
I really do like fireworks. Even for looking at them makes me feel kinda sad. I think it's like they want you to look at them so bad, so they are loud and bright, but when someone looks, they are already gone.
I mean, I do like fireworks, but it's true, they are unnecessarily noisy. And I feel like enjoyed that more in the past than now. Now, quite literally. I mean, I like looking at videos without the sound. And in real life, it just drives me nuts. Then again, maybe it's because in here we don't get anything nicely prepared by, let's say, professionals, but you know, just lousy crap being shot by people. And it's really, most of them are super lousy. It's literally like they were made just to make noise and not, you know, create a nice eye-catching view. Anyway,
it's like they were not even real.
They're real, I can tell you that. All of this is real, you know. If you think about it, nothing really lasts for long. Even something like my life or yours is just blink of an eye in the history of everything, like one of those rockets. Poof! And we're gone. But we're here, aren't we? Yeah, this is reality. Rain sitting next to me, the loud bangs of the fireworks, the vast unlimited sky. These things are definitely real, even though they won't stay here forever. I feel warm inside, and I wonder if it's because Rin is so close to me or just the feeling of being alive.
I don't really know what I should say next.
It's alright. Maybe I'm just talking to myself. But you know, fireworks are pretty, but in the end, isn't it somehow silly to spend so much money on a fraction of a second worth of pretty sparkles? Rin rips her gaze off the still ongoing spectacle and is backwards, looking at me with a repulsed face.
Wow, I never expected you to be such a cynic.
Cynic is a pretty harsh word. Other than that, I think of myself as a realist.
Isn't a realist just the word for what a cynic calls himself?
The final rocket goes out bank of silver and blue, leaving the grounds eerily silent for a moment until the crowd starts moving towards the main gate like a cattle herd. Wisps of grey smoke drift towards the doors from the sports field. The pungent, sulphurous smell of gunpowder it carries along feels like it sticks to my hair and clothes. Was that it?
I think so.
I stand up and stretch my sore back. Sleeping against the brick wall wasn't such a great idea after all. Rain stands up as well and turns to face me with an expectant gaze on her tired features. Although she seems to have trouble focusing her eyes, she's looking straight at me, something I feel has not occurred too often in the past week. So... I suddenly realized we have been almost on a date here. As if by accident, even if we did nothing. Hey, isn't that grateful? But it wasn't, so why blood is rushing to my cheeks and my speech is stammering. I don't know what I should say, especially since it seems Rain is waiting for me to say something, but luckily she solves my problem for me.
Good night, Hisao.
She gives me one more lingering look, measuring me from tip to toe, turns around her heel and skips off, disappearing in the crowd. Okay, good night! I'm left standing there, giving my response to the cooling night air. The festival turned out to be nothing like I expected. I ended up spending all day in one spot with Rain, even though neither of us agreed on nor suggested we do anything. I just didn't have anything better to do, and evidently neither did she. Rain's warmth lingers for a while longer in my body before disappearing in the falling night. Act 2, Disconnect. Well, we'll get to that in the next episode, of course. So, starting tomorrow, I should be able to prepare one more video today so yeah. Anyway, for now, hope you enjoyed. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.